I am believing Kanye West. He put out a statement in the Wall Street Journal apologizing. And I know everybody says he's full of shit and he's just trying to sell another product. And I know he's apologized before. And maybe this is why I lived in a cult. I don't know. But I believe him. I'm all in.
I kind of am too. I like it. I like it.
I like accountability.
Same.
And giving reason.
It felt different this time.
Yeah.
It did. I think he went a little bit more in depth.
Are y'all related to this nigga?
No, I'm just trying to find my words. I think that when your back hit the wall and you start looking at the shit that you did wrong, and it's a self-reflection thing there. But I don't like that you put it on something else. You get what I'm saying? Like, if he was still in the billions and still rising to the top, he had the same stance. And I don't know if that I would say that.
If your family distances themselves from you and all that shit, maybe.
What stood out? What made this apology different for you guys? It's really long. I was going to read it, but
you should.
It's long.
It is long.
Yeah, it's pretty long. I think, one, it was an unqualified apology to me. He said what he did wrong. He acknowledged how he hurt people, and he talked about what he would do to make it better. For me, that's really important. Mm-hmm. He gave context for a long time. He's ducked the mental illness stuff, right? Yeah. Or other people have ducked it for him. When we point out, even on this show, he's dealing with mental illness. How do you know he got that? How do you know he got that? Mm-hmm. He's dealing with mental illness.
What do you mean by he ducked it? I'm just curious.
There were moments where he pretended that wasn't the case, and then there were moments where he acknowledged certain pieces of it but attributed it to something else. More recently, he's been more honest and forthcoming about his mental illness. Here, I think he went into the greatest depth, not just of acknowledging mental illness, talking about
the car accident,
the roots of it, talking about his manic behavior, naming it, and talking about what the consequences and the symptoms are of those mental illness issues. For me, that was important because he was tying it together without making an excuse. He wasn't saying, like, it's not my fault. He was saying, here's what happened. Here's how I got into it. But here's how I doubled down on it, right? Because there's something compelling about that stuff. He wasn't asking everybody to forgive him. A lot of times the apologies be like, I apologize. I need y'all to get over it. Let's move on. He was saying, I don't expect that. I'm asking for patience. I'm asking for, I'm growing. I'm going to figure this out. I'm just letting y'all know that I know I fucked up. And not just the Jewish community, but also the black community.
That was the biggest difference for me, is that he remembered he was black and spoke to some of the issues that he may have caused and the feelings he may have caused within the black community. In the past, that was like an afterthought or not even mentioned.
Yeah.
So, that was different for me. And you're right, the whole not really asking for change in how he's received. Like, kind of understanding this is what it is and this is a result of the damage I've done. That felt a little different.
The difference for me, like you said, was, again, he always was like, yo, I don't need medication. I don't need this. I don't need that. He came out and said, yo, I'm bipolar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he said, during my manic states, this can happen, that can happen, this can happen.
Can I read that? It's because before you finish, I think it was important. He said, you describing the state you're talking about. He said, you feel like you're seeing the world more clearly than ever, when in reality, you're losing your grip entirely. The scariest thing about this disorder is how persuasive it is when it tells you you don't need help. It makes you blind, but convinced you have insight. You feel powerful, certain, unstoppable. I lost touch with reality. That, to me, was Kanye the last few years in a nutshell.
I don't want to be insensitive. It's a Jay-Z line that said, my mom was fine till the dough hit it and told me that the mo did it. I think this nigga's power, I think this nigga's money.
What that line mean?
Niggas that blame it on the liquor, it really be the bread. And I think, because some people might not. I think that this nigga's money and power had him seeing, like, all of you people are expendable and I don't need y'all because I'm up here. And I think when you get knocked down, even though however you come to the realization is still a blessing, I think that when you get knocked down sometimes and you get into your self-reflective mode, the truth comes out and it becomes more apparent. So we can appreciate the truth, but I just don't know if he never got his ass whipped, would he have been coming back down apologizing to the black people?
Freeze, what's up? Break up some of this kumbaya shit they on.
I ain't believe none of it. Honestly,
Really?
it's just because I've seen this. Granted, not to this level, but it's just like the song and dance. I see him do this. Like you see, you make your album cover. I hate being bipolar. It's awesome. Like you playing with certain shit. Like I just see Kanye offend, apologize, sell, offend, apologize, sell. So it's such a pattern that I just feel like we were back here again. And I will give him the fact that you said I don't expect everybody to accept the apology, because I personally I'm on the side of the people that don't. Yeah. Like I just, this is you. I've seen this too many times to accept that this is you. It's going to take more than this to show the change. And this could be step one, but you got to continue to do the work. And like, that ain't going to do it for me.
And that's what he said. I'm not asking for sympathy or a free pass, though I aspire to earn your forgiveness. Earn your forgiveness. To me, that's important. I write today simply to ask for your patience and understanding as I find my way home. I thought it was beautiful, honestly.
Freeze, do you feel like you have a lack of compassion?
Nah,
like I don't just mean to call you, just period, like you, Ice.
No, I don't think so at all. I just think that, I think a lot of times people be full of shit, bro. And I think a lot of people try to play on people being empathetic. So it's like, if I can appear sincere and if I can tug on the heartstrings a little bit, I could get you back on my side. And especially when they've seen it work.
I'm glad me and you friends. You got the greatest heart in the world. Because when I hear him talking, I mean like the homeless topic, like this topic. Yeah. And I'm just in there singing. Ice family come from the church. Ice got dropped off to school. I can't figure out why he don't be on the other side of things.
Nah, man, I just believe that people will show you who they are. I think that a lot of people will get over if you allow them to. And I think that a lot of times niggas is real smart, bro. They know how to play the game. They know how to tug at the heartstrings and get you sympathetic just to sell you something. Do you feel like, hold on real quick. I just got another email yesterday with Kanye's store announcing new items. That matters to me when I see this. Like you did an entire email blast. Hey, look, we got all of this right here for sale. Every time your name trends.
Do you feel like you having that look prevents you from seeing people for who they truly are? Because it looked like you put people automatically in a box. If somebody does something, I heard a lot of times you saying that they might be full of shit, or I don't accept that apology. Like, this is not the only time you took this stance. So can that thought prevent you from actually seeing somebody true intentions?
No,
intent don't matter to you.
No, intent matters, but we don't know their intent. You never know nobody's intent. So I give people that I treat people as I don't know your intent. You could be full of shit, or you could be perfectly honest. I judge you off your track record. So if you continually do this same thing, I'm gonna think this is you after some point.
Interesting.
I like what the letter does for maybe people that are dealing with mania or bipolar disorders or any of the similar personality disorders, because it's pretty honest and outgoing, forthcoming, where he's saying, when you're in these episodes, you don't know that you're having an episode, and you think everybody else is crazy for calling you crazy, but you're not. You're going through something.
Right.
And that's the depth.
And I have friends that have dealt with this and sometimes even champion some of the things that Kanye says. Yeah. So I'm hoping that maybe seeing this will be like, oh, shit. This might be an awakening point for them, some folks.
I asked, like for me reading that, I read the apology when I got all the way to the end, because it was a little long. But when I got to the end, like I had to sit with myself for a minute. Like it was no longer really about Kanye. It was about me and recognizing that I don't have a personal investment in the matter one way or the other. Like I'm not about to rack my brain with, are you lying? Are you being honest? Are you selling something? You have a track record. You did this. You went in TMZ and you did, like, that list can be long. No, not today. I'm praying for you, dog.
Right.
That's the extent of where I'm going with this.
Can both be true, though.
What you do with those prayers, no, I'm not really talking about sentiment. I'm talking about just like time. I refused to, like, even with this topic, I feel like we've done this at least 16 times, I feel like. So I've given it all the energy and effort. If you're healthy, I think that's wonderful for your children, for your family, for Kim, for your loved ones, the people that actually care about you, like personally, greater than your artistic contributions. Yeah. And that's where I'm at with it. Like, if you're lying, then you're lying. Like, this is totally...
Yeah. Like, this ain't enough, but time will tell. Like I ask a question.
But it ain't going. But time is going to tell who?
Whoever he's trying to convince.
Because you're not going to be invested.
The time ain't going to tell me. The time is going to tell him and his.
It's going to tell whoever he's trying to convince.
And you can't say. And again, I don't know if he's being sincere or genuine or not. I don't know. But you can all say that, yo, he's putting out projects and niggas don't even remotely talk about the projects.
Yeah.
Him as an artist and as being one of the biggest artists we've ever seen in our lifetime.
And greatest.
In our lifetime.
Yeah.
Not in this, forever.
Yes.
Dog, that has to be having some effect on him, saying, yo, dog, how did I get here? I remember when I would drop, the world would stop for me. Now, how did I get here? It's not even a whisper. So now it might put you in the closet, to Ice's point, to say, yo, let me write down some shit to win these niggas back. I don't know if that's the case. I'm just looking at it objectively.
Because it's real quick. Why Wall Street Journal? Like, that's a question I asked. Of all the places to put this apology, this well-written apology, why you go to Wall Street
Maybe
Journal?
people that he's trying to reach out to that he offended.
So I'm trying to get a message to certain, again, which goes back to intent. I can't speak for his intent, but if you look at the whole, it could look away.
But if he made
I'm trying to get these business niggas back on my side, bro. I'm fucked up out here.
I got you there, man.
I'm trying to get the business world back fucking with me. So let me go over here where I know they're gonna see it.
Can't both things be a little bit true though?
Yes.
Like,
They could
I
be.
said a bunch of really fucked up shit, embracing the swastika, so on and so forth. That was wrong, and I would like to get my business back right. Like, I think that's okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with the venue because I don't know where, if you put in Variety, people going. I mean, there's no place you could put it where people wouldn't have that same criticism. You put in New York Times, there's something. He paid for an ad in a major newspaper. I'm okay with it. If you pick the Washington Post, there's a right. I mean, there's some politics attached to it. Some of these outlets too. So I'm okay with that choice. Like, I think the best and most encouraging thing for me is that, and Joe's right, we've talked about this a bunch of times, but the last time we talked about it, there's been no more drama since this time. A lot of times, Kanye apologizes, then does something fucked up, then he apologizes again.
Yeah.
When he apologized to those rabbis a couple months ago, we haven't heard anything bad again, and he hasn't been out on the scene a whole lot. To me, that also is encouraging. The fact that he kind of has been behind the scenes, I think he really might be doing that healing work. That for me is the most important thing. On just a slightly different note, but connected, I had a doctor on my show last night, a psychiatrist, a trauma psychiatrist, because the thing I was trying to get a hold of is how authentic should we take his claim that the most racist and vile shit he said wasn't coming out of his heart, but simply was attributable to this accident, you know? Uh-huh. And she said it's entirely possible that you could not be an anti-Semite, that you could not be anti-black, whatever the thing might be, and still say these awful things because of a mental illness.
For sure.
But I think that's important to know, because I think one of the lingering thoughts a lot of people have is, all right, that might have been why you said it out loud.
But you still
said it. And I think it's important to understand. People don't understand how life-altering and mind-altering a mental illness can be. So I just think that's important for people to know. I can't speak for Kanye because I don't know him to know, but I think it's important for people to know that it is very, 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 very possible, according to her.
The thing I had questions about was the car accident, whether that can happen, and I didn't really think about, but like CTE and all that stuff, like it's all false.
I asked her that too. Yeah. Dr. Alana Curry is her name. I said, could that have actually changed all this? She said, any accident that can shatter your jaw will also move your brain around. Yeah. And anything that moves your brain around could absolutely change your mind. And then when you add other traumas, other situations, and maybe mental illness that you already had, right, that mixed together can lead somewhere really unexpected. So.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just, for me, I'm putting celebrities in whatever box they're supposed to be in my life. When the slaps get here, if the slaps is there, then that's when I'll be there. Outside of that, I hope the brother's doing well. Yeah. I pray for him, but it's not really my business.
New Joe Budden.